Hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. In between episodes I did a few little things. If we go to map mode but zoom in a bit. Middle mouse button, there we go. So I started to get my stone from here because it was sort of closer to the bus. And we've got two full lines of smelters here. One's turning stone into brick, the other is turning stone into glass. And those are ready to come into our bus here. I put out a lot of wind turbines. They are going up and surrounding the North Pole, like so. And if I go in the southerly direction, we've also got a row of them heading out to here. Now, the reason I'm doing this is, with the way the grid works, if I can go to build mode, see this grid here? This is what lines everything up. When you get closer to the poles, the grid starts going a bit wonky, and it can be a little tricky to build stuff. As you got there, you can build stuff, but it's difficult to get them to line up properly, which can mean your flow of belts can be a little awkward and stuff. So, so it's good place to spam out your wind turbines, and doing stuff like that is up there. So, there's just a few little things we want to add here. I have realised that I might want my iron to actually go further this way and up, and maybe even route the copper and everything else this way, because I might need to expand them all in this direction. But I can do that as and when I need it. So the last things to build, I think, are smelters, because they need the bricks, and these matrix labs, which needs the glass. So that's why we've got this stuff here up and running. So, both of them, though, do need the chips. Okay, now I don't need as many labs, but maybe I will do that expansion I was just talking about. So what I want to do is get rid of some of this stuff and reroute it. Drag that back to there. I think I want to reverse the direction on this belt. Okay, so the innermost one, just want to start with the copper. I don't think you need to be in the air anymore. Right, so you can use R to change the angle that that's going to go in. How far this way do I want to go? Well, I can't really go beyond where the glass appears. So, to line up with where the copper is. Like that. The iron just continues this way. Then goes up. We'll go there, but I'm going to need to shift this power. So pop those down and then get rid of these. This will give me lots more production room. Magnetic coils. Go along to there. Head on up. We'll go to there. And then we'll bring it back down again. There we go. Okay, that's a lot of belts to place. That should be good. Now the chips are awkward because I've got the production for the chips in the middle. I might want to shove all the production for the chips and these magnetic coils up one end. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So the chip belt is already running in the correct direction. I need to reverse the direction on this one. This is going to run this way now. Need more belts. That is not a problem. Right, so I'm going to move magnetic coils and chips. We'll expand it to 4 of each. Okay, let's try and get these belts flowing again. Oh, no, I need to reconnect the power. Your drones will, for preference, go and do whatever's closest to you. So sometimes it's good to go and stand near them. Now there might be some basic upgrades we can do to the drones. Okay, communication control. This will give me an extra drone. And that will make the drones faster, but it does require 100 electromagnetic matrices. Well, we can actually make that. So let's start making those, and we're going to research, get an extra drone out there. That I think is worth doing manually while we're doing this stuff. Right, you need 2 iron and 1 copper. Iron is the closer. And this needs 2 magnetic cores, which are closer, and 1 copper, which is quite a distance away. I think what I'm going to do is I'll have 1 of them and then 2 grabbing from the copper. It'll help even it out. Later on we can upgrade these with the maximum speed sorters, and then it really won't matter. Right, so the gears run in this direction. And everything else outputs over there. one problem I am facing is that I'm using energy crafting that research stuff, so it's actually slowing down the recharge time, I think, on the drones. So they're running slower. Your drones will auto-deconstruct trees and stuff if you just put a blueprint over them, but you don't actually get any of the resources from it. So, and there is a use for some of the wood and leaves later. At least for a bit. I need to get this... oh, I'm sorry. My throat's gone. I need to get this copper running. We are about to gain an extra drone though, which will increase our construction speed by about 33%. There we go, you now control more construction drones. Stand still for a bit, my suit actually might be able to get some excess charge. Leaving a gap there for another machine. Right, I think we've moved that stuff over, so now we can continue this pattern of having a builder box, builder box, builder box. We'll leave a bit of gap there just so this stuff will start lining up again. Okay. Things I want. I want smelters. Ooh, this. What? He's trying to pathfind over to there, and he decided the best way to do that is to plough through the centre of that building. Okay, you want iron bricks, chips, and magnetic coils. Throw these out to the end. Right. Magnetic coils, chips, iron bricks go in the box. And we'll get 2 rows of smelters, I think. Everything looks like it's powered. And finally, our matrix labs, which means we'll actually be able to start doing science. Your recipes are the same, except you take glass. And I think we'll just go with 1 stack of them. So, looking at this, is there anything we're not auto-building now? Do I have... I think it might just be the boxes. Do I have wind turbines and power poles? Yes, I do. Okay, so if I wanted boxes, because we've got brick here now, it's just iron and steel. Okay, I don't think I want to go further that way, actually, because there might be... No, okay, if there's manufacturing for, like, extra levels of components, like the way we've got the upgraded stuff, like the chips and the things flowing here, if there's going to be, like, another layer of that stuff, it's going to go here, because we've already got the 3 lines there, so I think there's no reason I can't just carry on in this direction. If that makes some level of sense. Where are my drones? Thank you. And this is going to be storage boxes, which is just brick and iron. Everything powered that wants to be powered? Right, mall complete. So, now we want to do science, which is both made and consumed by these matrix labs. And the ingredients for the science is chips and magnetic coils. Chips are iron and copper. Magnetic coils are copper and magnetic rings, which are iron. So we just need some good iron and copper deposits in order to do that. So looking at our equipment, we actually have lots of iron on, lots of stuff on us. That now we've got the mall, we don't need as much stuff on us. So if I just click on a machine, control, and I just click there, whatever ingredients I've got will fly into the machine. So I can help clean stuff up. I think I've mentioned this before. I'll have to remember when I come to do the next level of the mall that you want to have like all of your production machines on one side and then your actual builders sort of going from the other side. That way they sort of meet in the middle. Oh, we actually have a lack of power here. Anything else flashing and complaining? I don't think so. Right. Looking at our map, I said I wanted science, the sort of main science points to be around here because of all the oil. But we'd also have iron and copper there. So what we could do is we could do our blue science production here in the middle, consume our science here, and then our next level of science can be built over here in between all those oil. I think that is a sensible way to proceed. So if I sort my inventory, I only want a single stack on me. I'll leave the power for now. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, see there's 28.5 megawatt generating capacity. We're only using 8 at the moment. But obviously the science is going to start eating this a bit. Right, so can we work out how much of these raw resources we're going to need? Like what the ratio is. So we need one chip and one magnetic coil. A chip is 2 iron and 1 copper. And a magnetic coil is 2 iron and 1 copper. So we need twice as much iron production as we do copper. tap this copper reserve. That's 6 veins, that's 7 veins, so that's enough for a full belt. Go in the right direction, please. Thank you. And then a full belt, we need 6 smelters. Right, so that should give us a full belt of copper. And we're going to need a full belt of iron and a full belt of magnetic rings. So we're going to need 4 miners up here. Six veins, 6 veins, 6 and 6. That's perfect. I might run into the water here. Yeah, let's move this over a bit. Have to be a little bit careful. What if I run these slightly differently? Alright. That's going to go to there, and then it will output that way. This one's going to run to there. Right, I am out of sorters. But you can see what we're doing here. So we're going to one set of these is going to be making iron. The other set will be making the rings. And then we're going to bring all this together and we're going to make the 2 products that are needed to make our science. So we'll be able to make that sort of here. And then we'll make our science here and ship it over there where we're going to consume it. So I think I'll set that up off camera and we'll come back for the results. Right, some progress made here. So, because we only have 6 copper a second, and each of these things requires a copper a second. So if we look here, it's easier. See, 1 copper, 1 second process. 1 copper, 1 second process. We have enough to support 3 of each machines at the moment. Now I think what I'll do is, once I've upgraded to the faster belts, then I can expand my copper and everything smelting and rework the lines a bit then. And then I'll be able to get 6 of each of these. Although it's a 1 second process and it actually creates 2, so this is already a full belt. But then if I'm upgrading the belts anyway, then I will be able to support twice as much. So that's the planned method of expansion on this. Is once we've got the faster belts. So Because each of these processes actually produces 2 things at a time, and I'm exporting to a far belt, I've put double exports on each of these. I'm grabbing the copper from that side, and here I can grab my iron, the chips, and magnetic coils, magnetic rings for the magnetic coils. So I put down these labs. There was a little talky thing, unfortunately, that got missed. It wasn't important. Basically just him saying that these things are the link to the center brain. So basically the mainframe where all the humans live. And that's why it can do research for us. So if I click on this, by default it's doing research mode. But basically I'm going to say, I want you to produce blue things, and you need you need chips and that. And I'm going to make this one also do blue. Now the thing with these, and now you can stack a number of things, but one thing that's good with these is you can actually build up. So you never really need more than 2 towers of this. If this gets the materials, this will share all the stuff nice and quickly. And so we should get plenty of things. That is the hope anyway. Alright, so we're going to grab... Oh, no. Grab. Alright. We'll do 1 from the closer belt and 2 from the further belt. Again, to try and even things out. We will upgrade these with the faster sorters once we get them. And then we just do a single output, like so. Let's get power to the actual manufacturing. So I think 1 there, there should do it. And then actual power to the labs. So, are we still getting copper at the end? Yes. So the one thing my calculations haven't worked out is how long this takes. It's possible that we've got more manufacturing than we currently need here, on the basis that making this stuff is a 3-second process. But we do have multiple towers. You see, that one's shut down because we've now got all the blues. So now we want to actually consume these things. So I need... Oh, I am completely out of power. Can I? That's stone. Oh dear. Alright, we're going to be on logs for a little bit. I'll do the slow trek over to get more coal myself later. While I think about things, let's just grab some trees. So I'm going to do my other science there. So maybe I should consume these right there, I think. Actually going to burn the plant matter. It doesn't have much energy, but it's enough to keep us going. So I just need space for 2 lab towers. And for these ones I'm actually going to leave a gap in between, because there's a number of different types of colours that we're going to have to feed into this once we get to the end of this game. It's like 6 different colours. Oh, and then there's even another one. So I could leave 2 gaps. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a gap of 2. One, 2. We can expand the height that these towers can go to later. So for now, we just want to run our blue past them both. Ooh, did that line up? Not quite. There we go. Sorters to grab in, and obviously we're going to need power. Make our way around the lake while chopping logs. Okay, so that's... Why do they stop moving whenever I walk? It's because my power's so low. And if my power drops to 0, they just halt. There we go. So now what I want to do is actually get some tech up and running. And I think... Nope. Research speed, nope. Vertical construction. This lets us add more labs on stuff. So let's activate that. Oh no, that's red research. We've just made blue, haven't we? Drone engines, though. That we can do. Oh! These things never got told what it is they're doing. I thought it was set to research by default. Land, I'm wasting power. Okay. Research. Research. So, these are picking up the cubes, and you can see there we are researching nice and quickly. Hopefully we are picking up just fast enough that all of these will be able to activate. But we may as well boost the speed. There we go. The upper ones are now kicking in. All of our labs are manufacturing. We don't have a solid belt, but that's okay. The fact that all of them are lit means we are producing enough stuff. In fact, we have an excess on both lines, which is good. There we go. That's automatic research done. So I need to try and get more coal. Right, so if we want to be able to walk faster, we need to invent engines. If we want to carry more, we need to invent steel. And if we want better energy circuits, we need to invent graphite. So that's where you come in on this stuff. Graphite is a very good fuel source, so let's research that. And let's get engines. So that's 2 things we can research which will help us power, and engines are something we want to add to the mall as a raw resource, which is going to be used to then build lots of other stuff. Right, Right, so I think that is it for this episode. Am I close enough to be able to fly over to the coal? Yeah. Hopefully this is the last time we'll actually have to burn coal. Because now we have graphene. Now if you look at the coal, it has 2.7 megajoules of energy. Graphene 6.3. And you make it by smelting coal. So we will have some smelters here turning this coal into graphene for us. Oh, and there's the electromagnetic engine drives. So we will be able to upgrade our suit engine. So you can see that once you've got the automated research going, it goes pretty quick. So let's just grab that. This gives us water pumps and storage. We're going to leave it there. We don't want to rush too far ahead. This thing's going to unlock prisms, plasma exciters, and wireless power towers, which are long-range power poles that let us power our suit directly from our electrical grid, which is very nice. So, I will see you in the next episode, where we're going to probably work a bit more on the mall, because we've got some extra stuff coming in now. We've got to work out what of it we need to manufacture. As I said, I think we're going to have another row of like raw resources. I was wondering why we didn't have any magnetic coils, but of course they don't get manufactured until here. Yeah, so we're going to set up machines up here which are probably going to make prisms and engines and stuff like that, and then we'll be able to actually invent the stuff that uses those things. We're going to need graphene as well. I don't know whether we need graphene on the bus or not. If we do, we can probably make it from the coal that's right there. I will say goodbye, and hopefully see you in the next episode. Bye bye.